All right, I just want to walk you through quickly how to use the databases that the school subscribes to as, place to find reliable sources. You know they're going to be reliable. You don't have to worry about that if you're looking in there. You know you can use it. So a couple things to set up. First, I would definitely go to EasyBib. If you don't have an account yet, create one. Then once you have done that, go to Create Citation List. And then for this, I'm just going to do Persuasive Essay. Make sure it says MLA9. Have this created and open before you start doing research. Trust me, this will come in handy later. I would also make sure you have a folder. If you notice over here, I've got a persuasive essay folder set up in my OneDrive. That will come in handy as well. But once you have this, again, have that citation list, name it whatever you want, but have it open in EasyBib. And yes, you'll end up having to watch ads once every few days when you use it. It's kind of a pain, but it's not too bad. Then if you go to the school website, go to the library homepage and go down here. These are the databases. The several different ones with Gale, opposing viewpoints, and global issues in context are the two main ones, but I'll kind of show you here. What's nice is you can search both of those two by just clicking on both there. You also can get, if you want to look at all of the products, all the different databases that Gale has, they have them narrowed down by different topics. You have business, health and wellness, there's global issues and context. You also have one for just high school over here. You can use those. You're welcome to. I find it easier just to stick to the two. I don't know. It's up to you though. So let's say, what should we search for? Let's just search for gun control USA. And you can use the advanced search, which is also pretty easily done. I mean, you can go through there. I would go to full text documents. I would also change the date. It's usually nice to have them within the last 10 years or so. So we'll just go with November 1st from there, and then we'll just pick today. This is going to narrow it down. Obviously, this search actually is a little too broad, or too narrow, excuse me. We're getting a lot fewer hits than I would expect. All right, so you can look up here. Again, you can narrow this down. I'm just going to show you what to do. News is often a really good one. So if I'm looking through here and I see a topic that looks, or a headline that looks like it's a good topic, so why advocates keep failing, great. I click on that. If I read through this and see this is going to be a useful source, I'm probably going to use this. First thing I would do is go to the download icon up here, click on that. Then that is going to give me option of where to put it. Again, I have my folder here for persuasive essay. I'm just going to save it there. Now, if I ever go to that folder, I have a PDF of this article, so I can revisit it. I can look back, find quotations, whatever I might need to do. This, I would just download any of them that you feel might be useful. You might not use them, you might use them. The other beautiful thing you should do is click Cite up here. Make sure this is MLA 9th and then select EasyBib. This is going to export it to EasyBib. And as I said, if you have EasyBib open and you have that list, whatever citation list you want these to go into open as well, it's going to put them in there. Just click Complete Citation. Like I said, sometimes you're going to have to deal with this. So there'll be an interactive video. You have to basically sign up. Yes, go back here, complete citation. Now, if you look, this is the persuasive essay citation list. It's here, exactly how it's going to look on the works cited page. All right. So keeping that in mind, I'm going to go back to the database. I could keep searching. Notice here that this is going to just opposing viewpoints. I could go back to both. Whatever, but if I find something else here, again, I could do the same thing. Gun control advocates, that might be useful for whatever topic. Again, I'm going to download it. I'm already in that folder, save it, and then I'm going to click Cite and export it to EasyBib, again, MLA 9th. One thing I also want you to notice that's really useful with EasyBib is if I go back to this, you'll notice the capitalization of the title is not correct. But again, I have this open to my citation list, and I'll just click finalize, and now I have both of them. You'll also notice the capitalization is fixed. So I'm going to go back to this figure. I'm done with opposing viewpoints, so I found that. Maybe I'll go to Newsbank. This might get you some local examples. I know the Bellingham Herald is in here, some other newspapers as well. I'm just going to do the same search, just gun control. And I'll wait for it. So this is from 1970. I'm going to narrow this down to the last 9 years. And again, if I go through this, I find something useful. These don't look terribly useful. But again, this is something where I might want to go up and do an advanced search, narrow it down. But either way, I'm just going to say whatever this letter to Santa is. It's talking about toy guns, it looks like. I'm just mainly showing this to give you the idea of, again, you can click download here. I can download a PDF. Don't necessarily need the citation, because you're going to do that separately. And again, make sure I have this persuasive essay folder. Yes. So now I have that in there as well. Then this is the citation logo for this one. Again, EasyBib is right here. There is one extra step with this particular one. You have to pick whether you want the abstract or not. Just do it without abstracts. Click import. And again, that's all there now. Again, capitalization's fixed. Everything I might need is there. So the best part about EasyBib and why I highly recommend you use EasyBib is when I am done, if I know I'm using quotations or evidence from these 3 sources, I have them cited parenthetically in my paper, I'm going to click Export All, select Microsoft Word, and export. This is going to create my works cited page. It is going to completely format it correctly for me. It's going to alphabetize it correctly. Everything about it is going to be what I need. So if I go up here where it is, I also put it in that same folder, but if I just click on it there, this will show you what it creates for you as it opens. Perfect. It's alphabetized. It's fixed the capitalization issues. There's occasionally sometime like letters from, like this part you wouldn't really need for an MLA citation. It's still alphabetized with just the L, letters to Santa, but it has the database, it has the publication source, it has the article title. If there's an author, it's going to start with the author, it's going to have that. Then you have this, you just add this to the end of your paper, it includes that same running header, and you're good. You save a lot of points by having this formatted correctly. So I highly recommend using EasyBib. It's really useful in that sense. One other thing I wanted to show you is going back to this. If you click on this, it's often useful to look to the right here. So you can look at more like this. So these are similar articles. You can view all related articles. This gives you related subjects like gun controls. You could go to political parties. And then this will give you a whole nother set of articles, sometimes too many. You'd have to narrow it down. You don't want to look at 716,000. But again, click full text documents, narrow down the publication date, all that, and that helps a lot. Anyway, this is why I really recommend using the databases and EasyBib. It's going to make your life so much easier. So I really recommend doing that. And again, if you have any questions, by all means, please ask. I'd be happy to help as much as I can. Thanks.